There are at least 23 cabinet ministers and ministers of state who are involved in the diversion and alleged theft of iron sheets meant for the people of Karamoja. The aforementioned in the scandal remain part and parcel of cabinet meetings held weekly. Dr. Chris Baryomunsi, the Minister for ICT and National Guidance, says the scandal has not been discussed in cabinet and it has not affected the proceedings.
And you see, the so-called panic in the cabinet, it is you creating it in the media, but there is no panic at all. Cabinet is sitting as normally as it ever sits. The ministers being investigated are still part of cabinet. They attend, and there is nothing strange in my view.
The President, in a letter dated 3rd April 2023, advised that those involved in the mismanagement of the iron sheets should return them or an equivalent value in money.
There are those, in my view, who innocently received the items and used them for the public good. But if you use them for private use, I think there would be questions hanging around that.
The minister acknowledges that the office of the Prime Minister houses many departments and units that need to be reviewed for effective monitoring.
Because like it has Ministry for Relief and Disaster Preparedness, which is a fully-fledged ministry, but under office of Prime Minister, has a whole Ministry for General Duties. Then you have these affirmative programs, the Ministry for Karamoja, which is a fully-fledged ministry. Then the Royal Triangle. You have Teso Affairs, Bunyoro Affairs, Northern Uganda. So I think it is huge. Maybe government needs to look at how you could restructure the whole office of Prime Minister and probably separate implementation from coordination and monitoring.
Meanwhile, Ugandans took to social media space a campaign against the bad state of roads in Kampala. The minister says that highlighting problems using technology is okay if used responsibly.
But then how they use that information is where I would have a challenge. They should use that information to inform their leaders and for the leaders to act on that issue. For instance, in Kampala, if there are potholes, if there is garbage somewhere not being collected, or any other thing which is disturbing you and you take a picture, why wouldn't you take it to the MP? So we want you to raise it in Parliament. We are now budgeting. Why don't you put more money for Kampala?
On the other hand, government of Uganda is in touch with authorities and the embassy in Sudan after reported ceasefire, and should the situation require evacuation of Ugandans, it will be done. Ivan Kaahwa and Rogers Komagum, UBC News.